welcome to FoodtokTV. I am Mayumi. Happy Friday. And so this is actually the longest running a food channel on the TikTok. So today, still hot and cold here in California. I was in Las Vegas yesterday and a couple of days, and I just came back. Las Vegas was super hot. Back in California feels a little cooler. Welcome everyone, but I feel like I'm going to make some special cold noodle, like I don't know, soba is like a buckwheat, like the good noodle. So if you like eating healthy, that's a soba noodle salad I'm gonna make today with the famous rice bowl, which is called the onigiri. So I think the onigiri, the rice bowl, Japanese rice bowl, is so popular all over the United States. I mean, like a main big city, like a New York, Los Angeles, and all the big location, Hawaii, all the location is actually the super popular. So I'm gonna teach you some simple way you can make it at home, so you don't need to spend a lot of money to buy just rice bowl. So, and then I'm gonna start making a cold noodle. So who would like to? Everybody tap on the screen and welcome everyone. Happy Friday. Please share everybody. And my show will be some Nihongo, Japanese and English, all the mixed together. So I tried like all Japanese and I think people get lost. So I guess I'm gonna do with the Japanese and English, all the mix up this, né? So that's what I'm gonna do. So welcome. So today's my drink is, I'm going to make my cold hibiscus tea, which comes with a powder, which is so nice. Putting a little powder here. And then I need a cold ice there, so I'm gonna go get it. So let me go get it. And I'm gonna introduce some the soba noodle, which is like one of my favorite one. There's a different kind of soba noodle, but this is actually, I like this one. Especially when I make a salad, I use this one. Well, if I'm gonna eat just a regular soba, I'm just making like a different one. So yes, Ruby and Meta, BJ, everybody welcome. Thanks so much for following us as well. So let's start actually making a little bit of cold water here. Yes, I'm gonna do some little cold water here and some ice. Actually, I'm gonna do some cold water, is good. Just gonna make some nice drink here. And let's go ahead to start it. Yes. So kanpai is a Nihongo desu. Nihongo in Japanese is kanpai is a cheers. So cheers everyone. Okay, so the first step, I do have one more thing to introduce. This is my friend's company, the Bigenki. Bigenki is my friend's company, and I don't know if you heard about the Japanese food, you heard about the natto and tofu and konnyaku. Those are one of the healthiest food item. If you were looking for the superfood, those are one. So my friends own the company in Japan. It's very long, over 100 years company. So this is actually one of the product you can buy at Amazon. And this is my favorite one. It's like almost no calories, but it's super healthy, like has a lot of fiber. So when you eat this one, it has a flavor of like it's kind of like a gummy bear, but made with a konnyaku, which is like a sort of potato roots and this kind of things. So when you pop in the mouth, it's really nice and chewy, but it's a filling, but it's super healthy one. Cleansing my health product of Japan. So I'm gonna start introducing more of this product. Yes. So, okay. So this is gonna be the one. So if you like to purchase this one, you can buy it. Go ahead to buy find like a big genki. Look for big genki, fruity konnyaku strip. Super awesome. All the kids loves it, and good for you. Good for the healthy guts and everything. So you can buy it at Amazon. So let's start making the soba. So soba noodle I like to introduce is, you can buy this one at the Whole Foods. And the reason I like to use this one for just a soba noodle salad is just because this is made by rice noodle. So just regular soba is more like, I like to use just eating like just regular soba things. But texture of the rice noodle, I don't know how to describe, but I'll describe when I start eating that one later on. It's a little more, not a chewy, it's a little more chewy, I think. A little more chewy, but I think that you will love it. I mean, you can use a regular soba one and start making some salad today, but I think that based on the rice noodle soba is my favorite to adding on making a soba salad. So yes, and maybe one of the show I'm gonna make, like maybe let's start making my own soba, how to make a soba. That'll be a nice one too. So stay tuned for that. Yes. So okay, we have using a soba for the protein. You can use many different one. I like to use sometimes chicken, but I just feel like something like everybody can make. So I'm gonna leave it here. Something easy to mix it with it together would be like anybody has easy access to this tuna pack, right? So I'm gonna use a tuna pack. Depends on how much protein. So this one pack is one serving is a 3 ounce of the tuna here. You get 21 gram of the protein. Hello, Master Queen. Welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for joining. And so if you're making by yourself, you don't need the whole things, but maybe like a quarter of this soba or half of the soba if you're super hungry. Then just 1 bag of tuna, and it's kind of like a beast one is that. But the key is actually we're gonna make a sauce, our own sauce too, like own dressing. So I'm gonna teach that one, own dressing. So, but I'm gonna make maybe a little bit more. So this is gonna be adding 2 pack will be over 40 gram of the protein. That would be nice ones, yeah. So I always like, because I've been teaching a health and nutrition for a long time, my whole life. No, just kidding. But yeah, but pretty much half of my life. So I would say it's always looking at the amounts of contents about the protein amounts and then healthy ingredients and something I can replace it. Thank you so much. And then that'll be the good one. So use this one. And then making some, I think I'm gonna go over the ones we started making like a soba sauce, which is kind of like a soba, like a style of the dressing one. This is actually the one like, just make more like use a lot of dashi. So yes. Hello, Chef Diana. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. So this one, we're gonna put it together, but I think this takes like 7 minutes. So I'm gonna start turning on my this and hot water, so we can do that. So for the dressing, and we're gonna use many different things. We're gonna make our own dashi, which is like one of the most important things making Japanese food is like how great that your dashi flavor is. So we're gonna use some katsuobushi, and this is actually dashi, like a little powder. We're gonna use that, and then we're gonna use some soy sauce, my special soy sauce. I'll explain later. Did I get the pop-up? No, I didn't get any pop-up. What is that pop-up? I don't think I got pop-up. Yes, did I do something? So, no, I didn't see any pop-up. Yes. So, and then I'm gonna have adding some little rice vinegar combination, and then I'll just adding on more seasoning. So, but I'll talk to you later. So let's start cutting some little nice salad veggies, and once the soba is ready, we're gonna start making that too. Okay. So let me get some veggies. Let me introduce the vegetable. I'm gonna use all different kind of vegetable, but I think that mainly is. So I'll introduce all the veggie section here, so we can talk about that, and then cucumber and also avocado will be nice too. And maybe even some little bit of squeeze of ginger, the fresh ginger. That'll be a very, very nice one too. Yes. So, okay. So, restart if I can. Okay, great. Okay, I'm gonna restart. Are you sure? I think the number is coming back up. You want me to restart? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, number is coming back up. So I think I'm gonna keep doing, okay? Yeah, somehow, I don't know, whatever happened and drop all the way, but it's now number coming back up. So yes, whatever that one. So thanks so much for finding us. I appreciate you. So started getting some nice cold, I mean a nice hot day. A nice hot day would be okay, nice hot day will be awesome. If you have any question to me or this recipe, just type it on this comments, and then I'll answer all the questions. Okay, let's start with And let me know when the hot water is boiling. so we can do that. Okay, so start with a little bit I like to have always cucumber. It's so nice cucumber, and the soba goes so well. So I'm gonna start cutting some of the cucumber here. So cucumber here. I'm gonna put some like, maybe it's hard to see. Let me go down a little bit, go down here, so you can see that too, right? Okay, perfect. I feel like today was Saturday. I don't know what it is, but I feel like today was Saturday. So I started missing some of the early appointments because I just came back late last night for Las Vegas. Actually, I was another business I have is actually it's incredible fun things. So I was watching actually NBA players game, which is called the Summer League in Las Vegas. Everybody is so tall. Feels like, I mean, not it feels like the 2 times taller than my height. Okay, so the cucumber called a cutie. Yeah, cucumber called cutie. It's always nice, and I prefer like a small tiny one. Will be always nice. So the cucumber goes in here, and some of the veggies goes well with the soba. Some of the veggie doesn't go well in the soba. Thank you so much, Heather. Appreciate it. So then I think I like the lettuce, something softer, not too much hard veggies. So I'm gonna cut in some of this one. Okay, I'm gonna cut in this, and take some of the stuff. I don't know anybody from Vegas here on the show, on this audience. It's super hot. It was super hot. Hey there, welcome. Yes, I'm making a soba noodle salad, cold salad, and I'm gonna teach also like some of the rice bowl. So that'll be it today. It's cold. It's like, I don't know. It's not too hot here. I mean, it's really hot compared to Las Vegas. California was nice breeze. But Las Vegas was so hot, so I feel like I want to eat some cold stuff. So yeah, anything I do cooking, even on the show, is I want to eat this kind of food now. That's kind of like my preference because yes, that give me more motivation, and it's more fun to cooking too. So something I like to eat right after this. It's hot there in Arizona too. Oh yes. You know, Arizona, Las Vegas, super hot. It's beautiful. It's nice and dry. I like that part. So those are hot day. This one will be super awesome. So we're putting some of the veggies, and I don't want to put too much, so I just put it here. So we just started mixing some leftover veggies. Where do I put the leftover veggies? Maybe right there. Okay. And then I like to adding a little more colorful one. I always like to make some like food for a little color. So that this green cabbage is actually I'm sorry, did I say green cabbage? Oh my goodness, my brain. Sorry, I just came home late last night, so my brain is still like in a Las Vegas things. Busy mindset. So this is not a green, this is a purple. You know that. You know this is not a green. So okay. So this one, I just want to adding some. This is a little hard to crunch, which is good, but I like to adding it just a color. So then salad looks a little beautiful. So you can cut as skinny as possible. That will be so nice. Do you guys hear the music a little loud? Let me know if you, I think maybe there could be a music. That's something which I dropped the number. So let me just turn a little bit down the music. Okay, here you go. It's better. Yes. How's everybody doing for Friday? So I am making some. Let me check if that's still going on. Well, now I'm getting so hungry. Anytime I started cooking this, I'm started getting so hungry. Okay, so this purple, green cabbage. Cabbage is normally the green. This is the purple cabbage. Okay, so this one, I like adding some little color. So I just like to put some into here. See, it's a green mixed with a little bit of color, so it looks pretty. Okay, that is the reason I just like to cutting a little bit here. Okay, so then mix up here. Okay, next item. So let's clean here as well. Okay, so the next item is next item is, let's see, I like to adding some tomato. So some of the tomato is not that sweet, and when you try to eat, or like when you try to be healthy and try to eat the tomato, and thank you so much, Heather. And so I like to use like tomato is absolutely nice and sweet, especially going to the salad. So then my favorite one is this. Have you heard about the kumato tomato? It's a small, looks like kind of like green and red, and looks like, oh, this is gonna be, looks like a little bitter looking for the flavor of tomato, but this one is really sweet. It's nice and sweet. It's like a dessert. Sweet in Nihongo is amai, so it's a little amai. Okay, kumato, you love the kumato. So the inside looks like this. See, still looks a little suspicious if you don't like tomato, but just trust me, then when you're cutting like this and eating like this, it's just so good. Looks like, it's still like look like a green, right? Oh, so good. Doesn't have any sourness. That's why I like it to adding to my salad. Because some salad, sometimes tomato is like a little, I don't know, a little bit of that kind of flavor. So then I just feel like lose some motivation to eat the salad. So I like adding some. I always pick some like nice and sweet tomato for my salad. Okay, so adding, and it has a little more colorful, not just the red, but it has a green too. So that'll be a great one too. So then adding a little more of this, cutting a small pieces, so it's easy to eat. Because if it's a little bigger, when you eat with a noodle, because I'm gonna mix with a soba noodle here. So we just wanted to have all the stuff here. So nice and cool. And I have some recipe for just like a tomato salad with just noodle. That is really good too. Just like cold, I mean, the hot summer, just want to have something cold at nighttime as a soba with just simply with the tomato and some flavors. That really good too, yes. I like adding actually 2 more tomato. So let's adding up a little more. Okay. Now I'm really hungry. Once I started biting on some of the tomato. So anybody never had this soba before? You know, everybody know the ramen, right? Ramen is so popular all over the world right now. That's a different color. This is actually the healthy version. So if you like to go more little healthier side, that is a color you want to look for. That's like a soba color, which is like kind of like a buckwheat flour you use. But we can make our own soba too. Some of like when you go to Japan, some of like a restaurant, like kind of like smaller restaurant, is like the owner make his own like a soba noodle, and it's so good. And as like he can only serve for 10 people for soba or something like that. So because it takes a longer time to make a fresh one. But it's so good. Okay, so lots of tomato is really good for this recipe. So I'm gonna adding one more tomato. So one more tomato here. Okay. And it's cutting a small pieces because we're gonna use the chopsticks to eat this, and we just want to put some whole small tomato goes in your mouth. So all the Japanese cuisine is we use all the chopsticks. So any little things, we don't use a knife. So just want to make sure that all the cut is small enough to put in your mouth. So that's why everything is so small. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up a little bit here. So now it's nice and it's getting there. Beautiful color. Okay, well, this is not the end yet. So we're gonna have, let me clean up the cutting board. Okay. And then let's do, what else do I have? Okay. This is my snack of the day. My snack of the day. It's a konjac strip. So good. Okay. If you can share this recipe or this channel, this account, just share the people. You know, the more share you do, the lucky you get. It's like more you giving, the more you receiving. So anyway, so let's do adding some, I love avocado. Avocado and soba noodle goes so well. So let's see. This is a good one. So I think I'm gonna, oh, this 2 is good too. Should I make a 2 or 1? I think my tummy is too hungry, so I feel like I want to put in all the stuff. But I think I'm gonna go with the 1 for now. Okay, so 1. Okay, let's cut in this one. So this one we want to cut in also as small as possible. So it's kind of like you can blend into that. Normally, oops, sorry. Oh, I just break that one avocado. Okay, that's probably better to just taking this one off. Okay, so then I'm gonna put this avocado. Did you know, like, who likes the sushi? If you like the sushi, tap on a screen. And if you like a Toro, even on the sushi, and tap on the screen. Or like say, I love Toro. Some of you like, what is that? Some people never eat the sushi, right? So, but if you do eat the sushi, and tell me I love Toro. Okay, so Toro is actually the fatty belly part of a tuna, which is so good and so good. Oh, you love Toro, here you are. See, I know we have somebody like that. so Cynthia loved Toro. I know a lot of people love Toro. It's very expensive to eat a Toro at the sushi bar, but sometimes you have to go for it. But you know, it's expensive. So I give you some ideas, Cynthia. Is that you slice this like avocado, very nicely sliced. Instead of believing in this is a Toro. Yes, your imagination helps. And then you're gonna you're gonna put on nice plates. And then you're just gonna have a nice soy sauce on the side and a wasabi. And you use your chopstick and dip into this avocado. Pretend that this is a Toro and you eat that. Close your eyes and eat that one. It tastes just like a Toro. Yes, it's true. It is so true. So that is that. Try that. If you haven't done one, try that. Everybody I teach, like I said, oh wow, yes. Oh, hello, Maria. Welcome, Maria. So that's my way to, yeah, that's my way to eat a Toro. Yes, it's so good. So hold on a second. And okay, so this one is a little bigger to eat, so I like to cut in a little smaller than this one. But yes, Toro is so good. But I think just with this one, with the soy sauce, goes super well. Okay, so I'm gonna cut a smaller pieces just because we're gonna mix in all the salt too. Maybe I need a bigger bowl, but I like to keep in this bowl. So now we're getting like, the other day I made some, I even forgot what kind of sushi bowl I made. I made some kind of bowl. I forgot what was that one. That was so awesome. It was so tasty. Okay, so now I hear something boiling. So I think let's start cooking some of the, okay, So let me always clean. So this is like another layer. Beautiful color. So, but this is not the end. So I hear something boiling. So let's start. So we're gonna using a little ginger too. Ginger is always good because sometimes some people getting cold and everything. Ginger is like really building immunity really quick. So, and then because when you're eating a ginger, your body temperature goes a little bit high. So that will help too. Anytime your body temperature is going lower, you get low, like a weak immune system. So that's why like keep it like high, like temperature inside. Oh, it's nice. So the ginger is one of the things. So I always use a lot of ginger. So this ginger, we're just gonna graze a little bit and kind of blends into the salad. I think that's what I like to do. So, oh, I show you some of the trick, special trick. You probably, some of you on my show a long time, you see it, but I haven't done for a long time. So I'll show you some trick to peeling this one. Guess what item I'm gonna use? One item I'm gonna use to peel everything. Guess what that one is? So when you think about this ginger, I'm gonna put in some whole, actually I'm gonna do half of the soba noodle. This is actually made with rice. Soba noodle, I got this one. You can get this one from Whole Foods. But if you can find somewhere else too, that's okay too. I'm gonna use half of it. So like you can see like a little, because of like rice, it's a little different color. It's a little more like a clear kind of color. Can you see a little more clear color like this? And that's why the texture is like a little like a mochi kind of texture, like a little sticky kind of flavors. The texture, that's what I like about the texture for making a salad. So I'm gonna put in the hot water, put in here for now. I think I need a little more. I love this soda, so I think I'm gonna put a little more and put some little bit of salt. I have a special salt here from Okinawa. This is so good. This is so different than regular salt. Not even a pink salt. I only dip this one when I make a special like shrimp tempura, dipping into this salt. So I'm just gonna add in a little salt in here. Okay. And then wait a little bit. I'm just gonna put in all things. Just kind of like blend it in. So it's a 7 minutes. So somebody can time a 7 minutes for me. Okay, just leave it there. So 7 minutes. So like 37. So I need to pay attention for that one. Okay, so anybody has an idea? How do I peel this one? Not a knife. How do I peel this one? Anybody got some idea? Oh, nobody. You never see anyone peeling avocado. I usually use a spoon to remove the skin. Okay, etc. Yes. Okay, so spoon is the one way. Spoon, actually that is no. That's a no. That's a no. Sorry. You can have a take two, second chance. So one item to peeling this. Fork. Ooh, baddie. No. So anybody else? One item you can find in a kitchen. Not a spoon, not a fork. So I'm gonna use adding this one into this one. Actually, I'm gonna maybe adding a little bit in this right here to make a little, like a little grater. No. Sherry, that was close, but it's no. Yeah, I don't know. I think hopefully some of you saw me before, and this is like a greater idea. And like if you have a children, this is actually the fun things let them do instead of busy, or like instead of they have a plenty time for the summertime. This is a good exercise or some fun things to do that the little kids does. I mean, not even kids, but adult too. So okay, so think about more. Like think about, okay, so I'm gonna prepare this. I'm gonna start preparing for the sauce for the no, I think I don't want to do too much of things. Okay, so pasta soba is going really good, boiling, and soba is like 5 more minutes. Okay, so I think we can do 5 more minutes. Anybody has any idea? One item. Okay, Everybody give up? Everybody give up? We don't want to give up, but I think for the time, I need to do it. This is the answer. This is the answer. Okay, this is the answer. Not a peeler, not a peeler. Sorry. Okay, this is the answer. Okay. Everybody has a foil at home. Yeah, try that. Just grab this on your own ginger at home if you want to do it together. It's not like a special foil I have. Just a regular foil. You take this one, take this one, and you put in the ginger here and rolling it, and it's gonna, no, that's good. No, that's not the one. But this is the answer. How do you pickle through this one? Okay, so this foil, you have to roll like this. Like this. Make like a little bowl. Okay, make like a little bowl. Okay, make like a little bowl like this. See? See, like a little bowl. Grab your ginger. Ready? And simply, you're just gonna scrape. You see that? You see how quickly I can scrape? Oh my goodness. See? This is like, and you know, some of the angle is so hard to peeling and everything. Look how quickly you can do it. And then I don't wasting nothing. I just have a little tiny skin that's out there. Isn't that an OMG? Yes, funny. Yes, yes. This is like tap, tap, tap on the screen and you're so excited to see. Try that. It's so, look at this. Look at this. See? This is so beautiful. And then you don't need to worry about the scraping your own skin. You know, when you're busy trying to scrape in this and just like you don't have a time, and then just like you can peel in your own skin too. So yeah, you never get injured with that. You can even let your own kids doing this. And you know, this is a nice experience. See, just a foil. And you can just turn a little bit aside too. And see how beautifully taking, so you don't need to wasting anything. So look at this. That's only the west of the ginger. I used to cutting with just the peeler, but also the knife to just cutting on the side, and you lose all this stuff. And sometimes like these area is hard to things, but you just using this one. See, even this is a little hard surface. But all you need to do is just tap, tap, tap like this. Look. See the beautifully done. This is my creation. No, just kidding. I would like to say, but I don't want to take a credit. I saw some of the Japanese chef on the YouTube was doing this. And I thought like, wow. I thought like, oh my God, that is so amazing. And I thought like, oh, that's just only for YouTube. And when I try myself, look, beautiful. See? There's no west. It's only like this west. So that's that ginger. This is how you feed in that ginger. And you can reusable this one, or you can just toss them. So, okay. So watch my time. Oh, it's 1 more minute for my soba noodle. So let's clean this one. Let's clean this surface. Cutting board right there. Okay. So now, I think the soba noodle, let me just, it's ready. So it's ready here. So soba noodle is just ready. So simply this one says 7 minutes. So we're just gonna put in a cold water and just a little bit of rinse off. So put some cold water, keep it cold. So because of this is made by the rice, brown rice. So and you want to keep it cold. So I'll show you right here. Okay, here. So looks like a little more lighter color than the regular color, but let me taste it. Make sure. I just want to make sure. It's a chewy. It's chewy, but really good. Okay. We'll keep it this. I'm gonna use mixed blend it later. Okay. So it's kind of like I made it like al dente. So 7 minutes. If you like a little softer, maybe more like 8 minutes, 9 minutes. Okay, so now we're making a little soba sauce. We may not need it this much, but we just always like this much water. Put it in here. Okay, turn it on. So in this water, we're gonna start making some little dashi, which is we're gonna put some katsuobushi, which is a bonita flake. It just opens up and like maybe 1 or 2 package. Actually, just 1 package is good. So put the whole package here to making the dashi. And then, okay, I forgot to making some, so tuna. So let's making some tuna here. And we're gonna mix with the tuna and other stuff here. So basically, just put some tuna here. I like to put in some water, extra water, take it out. So tuna pack, 2 tuna pack. You can have a fresh tuna to make that too, but I just wanna kind of give some suggestion that this salad tuna pack goes really well. So tuna salad here, and this katsuobushi. Just adding a little bit of katsuobushi in here. Okay, we're gonna do 1 pack too. And then here comes the soy sauce and my Kewpie mayonnaise. Okay, you know this Kewpie mayonnaise, Japanese mayonnaise. So just adding a little bit of here, not too much. Just like to have a little creamy. Sometimes like if you like to have a little creamy feeling. And then this is my special soy sauce. Inside has the real katsuobushi, which is like a dry like a fish thing is right there. So just gonna pour a little bit. And then who like a wasabi? Wasabi goes super well on this one. So you're gonna put a wasabi here too. Let's adding some wasabi and yeah. Actually, I do have a brand new wasabi. But the real wasabi will be so awesome. But you know, it's very, very hard to find the real wasabi in the United States. So that's wasabi too. I have a little bit of plum one too. This is like a shiso ume flavor, which is a plum one. But I like to use with a little bit. Oh, my kitty cat, my kitty cat. Nick, this is not for you. So see, my cat smell this bonita flakes. Smells so good. So just a little bit wasabi here. A little bit of wasabi here. And we're just gonna mix it. And let's mix it first. So all mixed together. Just a little adding wasabi. Gonna have some flavor before putting everything on the salad. Just kind of making some good flavor. This is gonna be the main protein. So 2 pack. So look at this amount. You get the 40 gram of the protein. If you even eat half of it, you get like 20 gram of the protein, which is so good. Makes you so full. ちょっと Link. Oh my goodness, my kitty cat. My kitten is going underneath my car. Link, stop. Stop, please stop. Never had that before. No, you're not gonna eat it. You're not gonna eat it. He's crying. He's crying. He's asking for this amazing flavor. He thinks it's his, but it's not yours. It's not yours, unfortunately. So just mix smaller thing, all the blended, all the things. So the small pieces. So this is gonna be the main protein sauce. Okay, let me taste this. Let me taste this. Oh, so good. And depends on how you like to have it. If you like to have a little more creamy, all you need to do is put some little Kewpie mayonnaise additionally. That'll get a little creamy feeling. I'm gonna add in the ginger we made. This ginger, we're gonna put it right here. So this one I like to braise first. We'll have some braise here. Yeah. Well, this Smells super nice and clean ginger. So I'm just gonna put in here. Mix in a little bit. Okay, not too much because ginger has sometimes a very strong flavors. So if you put it too much, then get a little more like kind of spicy kind of thing. So adding that. It's super nice. So soy sauce, katsuobushi, and wasabi here, and then a Kewpie mayo is right here. Oh, so good. Nice touch with the ginger. Actually, I could have put a little more. As long as the ginger doesn't overpower, it doesn't take overpower, I think you can put a 1.2 on it. Put the whole thing, and it's good for you. So eating like this. Okay. Let me taste one more here. So nice smell. Nice smell of the ginger. It's very nice. Okay. So I think this is good. I'm using that shiso plum a little later on. So now what we like to do is, hold on. Let me take a break. So we're cooking, like we're making a dashi now. The best to make a dashi is like a dry kombu, dry seaweed, katsuobushi, bonita flake, and if you have a little dry fish, that would be the perfect one. But I only saw the katsuobushi on my pantry, so I'm gonna adding up to this. Like this is actually more like the dry fish powder. So I'm gonna adding a powder here to make more flavors, make more dashi, and then. And then all the katsuobushi, we put it here. So right now it's cooking, so I'm gonna let cook a little bit more. And meanwhile, I think I need a bigger bowl to adding all of this stuff. So let me move this whole thing here. So I think I'm gonna adding a little more. Okay, so I think I need to get some bitter. I think this will be a little too big, but I think I'm gonna put it here. Okay, so what do I do? So I think I'm gonna put the whole things. Which one should I do? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this way. I'm gonna put this one, tuna, back in here. And I'm gonna blend with this. And it was so good. And this dashi I'm making, that's gonna be a dressing. So I'm gonna adding a little soy sauce on the dashi already. Okay. Keep boiling. And then okay, keep boiling. So then I'm gonna mix with this and the soba. The soba noodle I had, we're just gonna put everything in here. Mix all together. Mix. See? Mix all together. Looks like a pasta, huh? But this is like healthy rice. Made by rice. This soba is made by rice. Okay. Mix, blend it in. And then we have a little nori. We have a little nori here. So this one, okay, so this one just made by making a dashi here. So I'm gonna use this one, but we don't wanna have the katsuobushi in here. So actually, it's okay to have that too. But no, I don't wanna have that. So I think I'm gonna drain the katsuobushi here. Just only have a sauce. So take off that. When you drain, so just left over for the katsuobushi. So take that one out. And we just want to have a little bit of here. So this left, right? So, and let me taste. Okay, so let's taste this dashi here. it's so good. If you make your own dashi, it's so much better than buying some soba sauce or something. So this is so good. I guess it is like normally this should be a little colder, but I think I'm gonna make, maybe let me put some one ice. I don't like to have a flavor left over, but I think because I don't like to make them super. Let me put some little ice in here. Normally the best is to just make it cold, but just for the time, put some little ice here, so keep it cold here. And then we're just gonna pour a little bit here. Yeah, actually it's already started cooling off. So this dashi soba tsuyu, let me taste one more time. So good. And just wanna add in a little bit, not whole thing, but adding up this soba thing. Putting this. Okay. Then mix. See, it's kind of like has a little pasta looking, but this will be the mix flavor. So as we go, we're gonna taste a little bit here. So let me taste this process. Okay, hold this one. Let me taste this. Oh my gosh, so good. Okay. Like that in. Let's see if it's cold enough. Let me see. I'm gonna add in all of it. Actually, not all of it, but quite a bit. See? So it's a soba noodle. So it's not a soba noodle soup, but we're gonna make it as a salad. So this has a nice flavor already going on here. Then we're gonna put some all the veggies we cut on is going to right here. Whoa, this is gonna be an amazing salad. Now you have a protein, you have a veggies, we have a carb, and you're just gonna mix this whole noodle things. See, like kind of cold noodle, beautiful looking color. Mix really, really well. Very, very nice. Look at this color. It's a beautiful color. And let me taste. This is not an end. So blend into avocado and tuna and all the veggies together. So let me taste the one of this. Oh, this is just a. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so as a closing, actually we have more. I like adding fresh ginger. Put in here more. Put more ginger here. Okay, adding that. It's like a superfood salad. Get your mix more. Smells so nice. Smells so nice. And then what we need to do is that we have these nori. We're gonna get one nori here. Let's see. Hold on, you get this. Oh, this is like leftover. Looks like somebody ate like this. Hold on, let me get some nori here. This is nori. So make sure, this is like a Japanese nori. So if you like to have a more seasoned, you can have a Korean nori. And then all I want to do is, I want to slicing this part. Okay, so then you're just gonna cut it in half. Cut it in half. Cutting one more half. like this and putting together. And then, so I go a little more. Okay. Then you just need to cut it as you go, giving some nice nori on top. Like that. Goes more like this. Actually, you can cut it here now, or probably the best, I just realized now, when you pour on, then you can put it on. That's probably better. So let's do that. And this is a shiso, like ume plum flavor. This one smells so good too. But you can always put on the side like that. And let me taste actually. It's really good. It goes with this. So then goes with a little bit of noodle. Putting some little noodle here and touch with this shiso ume flavor. And let's try that. Let's try this way. It's so good. Give me a like more appetite with this one. You know the plum, Japanese plum, like which is called the ume, is like very good for your health too. So this is like a really superfood, like a summertime, like a lot of people don't feel good or something. This is gonna be a superfood to make that. So this is how you serve. So you put it on the plates. Okay. Now let's start finishing up with this one beautifully. So now what we like to do is just good portion. So this is a beautiful one. It's like a little soupy salad on the bottom, but that's what we like to have. So there's a noodle here. All the good noodle. Okay, put a noodle here on the top like this. See? It's amazing portion here. And then like a little soup. Let's see. We have a little soup now. Like this. So like extra soup we have here. We just pour over from the top. So nice soup goes on the top. Ooh, this goes with the avocado. Hold things together. Let me taste this veggie part. So good. You can even taste the nice fresh ginger. It's so good. And it's so good for you. Very good digest. Everything is in here. I like adding a little more sauce. A little more sauce here. Put it here. Okay, then I'm just gonna finishing up with this right here. So then on the top, you're just gonna put on this nori. Cut it like this. And like that. It's so nice to eating like, I mean, if you like the warm stuff, but I think if it's outside it's too hot, and this kind of item is cold but has all the great nutrients. So the avocado is great, and then so this is that beautifully. And on the side you can put this plum one instead of pour over everything. So on the side, so you can kind of dip into a little bit. I'll put some ume plum here. And some of you love wasabi. So on the side, you put a little wasabi. Let's do another side. See? So you can just kind of, as you go eating, you can dip into on the side. You can do that. Okay. So now, if you like little different, little more sweeter flavors, but let me taste this one. It's so good. So this will be the final soba noodle salad. It's a cold, like hot day. Superfood, a lot of ingredient with the soba is made by rice, and then has tuna and all the tomato, all the flavor has. We made a dashi too, so dashi is in here, and avocado here, all of that, and lots and lots of ginger. Super, super awesome. Some of you maybe like to have a little more sweeter flavor. So then here's what you need to do. So you can still dipping into this side one. It's so good. If you love mustard, you can put on the side another mustard. It goes with a little mustard, just like a mustard cream, and just eating whole things too. That's another one too. So put it on the side for whatever that something you like to have a little adding of flavors. And then at the end, just like a furikake, as a nice and crunch one. If you like nice and crunch, you put the little furikake on the. So has a bonito flavor, has the sesame too. So just adding on top of it. And then I was just gonna introduce one more thing. So then, nice and crunchy one to eat that. Or if you like a little more sweeter flavor, it's always the rice vinegar has a seasoned one. So not just the regular rice vinegar, but it has a seasoned one. So you can just make like more sushi rice and little flavors like that. And you just need to add in. I'm gonna do on this side to taste this. So I'm just gonna put the vinegar is super good. I don't have time to explain all what the benefit about the vinegar, but I think this one just adding up a little bit on the side. Okay, like that. And then let me taste. Blends into that. Adding a little rice vinegar with all of this and noodle, everything. And maybe just touch of the wasabi. I'm gonna touch of the wasabi and then try. Oh, so good. Actually, I would prefer with the ending with the rice vinegar. Has a little nice and sweet comes in my mouth. It's so good. Yes. So try that. So one more time, today's ingredients, I use the soba rice noodle. So that's actually I liked it because the soba goes with a little more like a mochi. If you like a mochi ice, it's kind of like a little chewy kind of flavor goes into here. And the veggies, the lettuce, cucumber, avocado, and kumato tomato. And then I made it the dashi and then a tuna pack mixed with like a Kyubi mayo, Japanese mayo with a soy sauce. And I put some dashi we made from the scratch from the back, and then mix all together. And I even adding up some nori and furikake on the top, so you can have a nice and crunchy one. I was gonna put some little even like a crispy onion, but I don't know if that maybe adding up. Maybe just adding some little, you feel like a little western kind of flavor. And if you love the crispy onion, you're just adding this crispy onion. Let's try on the side too. Or like you can pour whole things. And when you mix with a little more crunchies with a crispy onion, with this soba noodle and the salad. Okay, let me taste this. I think this can be really good too. So let me try that. Getting better and better and better. Nice and crunchy with the crispy onion. Nice and crunchy with the crispy onion. Sorry. Crispy onion has a nice and garlic. So nice and crunchy and all of things together. Blend into the whole things. That's really good too. So at the end, what I did was adding to the rice vinegar, seasoned one, so it has all that sweetness and the flavor. And at the end, finish with crispy onion on top, so you get more crunchies. So this will be that nice ending. This is a perfect, nice hot weather lunch, or could be a dinner too. Yes. So has enough nice hot weather lunch, or could be a dinner too. Yes. So has enough protein, carb, all the veggies you can think about it. All the superfood is in here. It's so good, so good. Yes. So thank you so much for watching. Now Actually, oh, hold on, I have to do the puzzle. Hold on a second, I have to do the puzzle. Okay, I have to do the puzzle. Okay, anyway, so this will be ending. So we made a super nice one, so try that. It's really, I think, you can do a regular soba noodle, but I think I'm going to find this rice soba noodle. I think that'll be, if you like the mochi kind of sticky one, will be a good one. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm normally on this time, so next week I'll be traveling, but I think I'll be back following the week too. So thanks so much for watching FoodtokTV, and I'll be back soon and try this one. Thank you so much. Have an amazing weekend and stay healthy. Bye bye everyone.